Well, that's a warm welcome, everybody. Welcome to Gaziantep, and they welcome PAOK in this regular season Group B game day 9 of the Basketball Champions League. The last day of action before the Christmas break. And this is a crucial matchup for both lineups. When you get a look at the Group B table, it's going to show you how close this Group B has become. Here's the schedule, though. Ventspils had the unfortunate loss against Neptunus on Tuesday night. Tenerife got the big win that puts them on top of this group, and this is the last remaining game of game day 9 of the regular season. Gaziantep and PAOK at the wrong end of Group B, but still with plenty of games to enable both of these teams to have the opportunity to move into a top 4 in qualification place. There you go, both teams at the bottom with a 2-6 record. Two games out of full place, currently held by El Chalon. And so both teams desperate to get the win this evening. When these two teams played on game day 2, Gaziantep got one of their 2 wins on the road in PAOK, largely down to a really poor performance from the free-throw line from PAOK. They literally gave away 12 points from the free-throw line. Here is the PAOK roster, highlighted obviously by Lucky Jones at 55. Brendan Trice is playing very well at the moment. This roster on paper has some real quality and real depth to it, but not firing all cylinders so far. Currently sitting 5th in the Greek League, and had a big win over AEK Athens on the weekend to cement their place in that 5th spot. Gaziantep, on the other hand, sit 15th in the Turkish League with a 2-9 record. It's been a tough weekend for them with a 22-point road loss. Nene Markovic back in the Champions League here in Turkey after his spells with Tenerife. But this, again, very similar. This team has talent. It really does have an ability to play with the best teams in this group, but at the moment has come up short when it really needs to come out of a performance to get the necessary wins to make the top 16. Well, we're right on the western side of Turkey. We're only 100 kilometers north of Aleppo in Syria. Gives you some idea of the physical location that we find ourselves in. And there's 1.5 million people in Gaziantep. The gym at the moment not attracting many of those people, but that will fill up as we get close to tip time. PAOK just been introduced to the crowd as the crowd arrived too. Now Victor Rudd, second man out for Gaziantep. If Victor Rudd puts in a performance, Gaziantep normally come up with a great team performance, but inconsistency is the issue. Not so much that for Sean Armand with 20 points in the win in PAOK. Leads his team in points. Nice balance of homegrown Turkish players and some real quality international imports. Then Markovic and the coaching staff all greet with Coach Papatheodorou. And players exchange the memento before the game. And we're only a few minutes away from tip time. Ronald Freemanis, the Latvian who has had a really decent international career with the ever-improving Latvian national team. What a great Eurobasket they had in the summer and continue to keep putting in performances in the World Cup qualifiers. Gonna get a look at the starting lineups for both teams shortly, and we'll get a name check on the officials team. An 82-85 scoreline when these two teams played game day 2 in the Basketball Champions League. It was close all the way. And as I said previously, PAOK let the win slip away with missing 12 free throws. They got to the line a lot. Usman Kubale was the biggest culprit, went 50% from the free throw line on that occasion, and those numbers proved decisive as Gaziantep got the win. Here are the three officials, the third team on the floor this evening. Mr. Sherdan, Zuravko, and Pedar from Croatia, Montenegro, and Bosnia and Herzegovina, respectively. So a Balkan crew on the game here in Turkey with a visiting club from Greece. Here's the starting lineup for PAOK. Lucky Jones has been phenomenal last few games. Goss is doing a nice job. It's about depth, I think, for PAOK. All the parts are there. Can they get the parts to perform as a group? With a man charged with that responsibility is Ilias Papatheodorou. PAOK, one of the most famous clubs in Greek basketball. 21 years of European club history. Sean Armand with the shooting guard spot. Mark Lyons at the point guard spot. Number 10 really has to lead this team to get the parts all functioning as one. That's been their issue. Their issue is about maximizing the output of the team, not about the individual talent. There's still plenty of games left for one of these two teams to make it into the top 4. Only 2 games back from Chalon, and Chalon's performance has been inconsistent. So this is not by any stretch of the imagination out of the reach for either of these teams, but they've got to make statements now. A win before the Christmas break will really have some confidence going into the second part of the season and Basketball Champions League action in 2018. Momentum's a huge thing in these competitions. You get some wins going in the second half of the regular season, you carry those forwards into the playoffs and you're in great shape. So both lineups coming out. This Group B is it's getting still broken up, should we say. The top 2 teams are really getting away, but there's still hope for a team currently in 8th to make it into 4th. Only 2 games between 4th place and 8th place, so this group is still wide open in terms of qualification. What a way to go into the Christmas short break for these guys with a win in the Basketball Champions League. Well, welcome to Western Turkey. Welcome to Gaziantep. PAOK from Greece in the black uniform, the home club in white. And game day 9 for these two teams gets underway, and PAOK will take a first look at the half court. Everyone gets a touch. Early look on the inside. Glasson has it. Tries to go to work, goes with the left hand, doesn't get the finish. Defensive rebound is Sean Armand, and he will give it up. And Lions will get it into the half court. Ball's knocked away, still retained by Gaziantep. Can't let Armand get set. You got to chase him, make him put it on the floor, try and be quicker than he wants to be. Let him get settled. He's going to score. Can really consistently find ways to tick it over. Turnover, pretty pedestrian-like half-court set. Goss has it. Jones will move it on. There again, everyone gets a touch for PAOK. Nice look. The inside. That's how to move the basketball. That's how to share the basketball. Fremantle gets the foul. PAOK get the first two of the game. Nice look. Great movement away from the ball. Really solid. And Owen Glasson, the 26-year-old Canadian now, really finished well. The long two doesn't get the roll. And Lucky Jones advances the basketball. Tries to turn the corner, gets in the lane, kicks. And PAOK will control. Civilis looks underneath. Glasson wants, doesn't get, change the angle. Glasson really milking that matchup, inside out. Glasson again at the high post, takes the foul line, jump shot. Doesn't get the roll. Defensive rebound is Victor Rudd. Giannis will reverse. Hits the second side really early, and we got a quick whistle. Giannis going up with the left hand and one. Took the power dribble, goes up off the correct leg with the left hand finish. Fremantle, there's the power dribble, goes with the left hand for two, draws contact. Glasson will pick up the personal. Bit of a weak foul by him, but Fremantle will not complain. He gets the two, goes to the free throw line to complete the three-point play. And Gaziantep on the back of the Fremantle and one. And wide open for three. No defense at all in transition. And Vangelis Margaritis, the veteran, just rolls back the years with a nice looking three. Rudd on the inside, going up. Comes back to the right hand, doesn't get the drop. It shows you the difference between your ability to use one or both hands. Rudd made the shot a lot more difficult coming back to the right hand. Nice pass to the inside. Little push shot is good for two, and Margaritis gets another two. Little push on the inside for Vangelis. 35 years old now. What a career he's had as a pro. Quick whistle. A little move on that screen, and quite rightly the official makes the call. This is the issue for Gaziantep. Got a whistle away from the basketball with the hold. But as it picks up the personal, as he tried to bump the cut, but PAOK at the moment 7 minutes to go in the first. It's all about their tempo. Again, a very technical game. Klasener's on the inside. Nice spin, nice pass. And one. Tremendous little spin to the middle by Katsevelis. And Klaassen moved. The movement away from the ball so important. Defense got frozen by the move. And Rudd, to say the least, was late. Nice start by PAOK. Really have started to build some momentum. Nice win for them over AEK Athens at the weekend. It looked like they brought that game into the gym here in Turkey. They lead it 10-3 with 6:49 to go in the first period. Rudd has it on the perimeter, a little weave action. Armand gets in the lane, drops the ball down. Freeman inside, outside. Lions for three is good. Much, much better for Gaziantep. Everybody gets a touch, inside, outside action, really sucked the defense in. And Mark Lyons knocks down the three. Again, great timing on it. Here it goes up with a little push. Can't get the drop. Rudd has it and brings it. Lyons. Ooh, inside, outside with the right hand. Nice kick. Open three is short. But in the end, Armand and Lyons literally take it off each other. Ball's going to just fumble out the back of the hand. And what should have been an easy offensive rebound turns into a PAOK basketball. Jones, nice pass, little push. And Margaritas can't get the drop. That'll disappoint him. Great move to the hoop. And Roland Framanis gets the two. There's the issue for PAOK. They do not want to get into a running game at all. Margaritas going to work in the block. Goes with a right hand jump hook for two. Sweet looking move. Really in rhythm. Not enough contact from the defense. He didn't get bumped as he tried to make the jump hook. Blasic will move it and Rudd hands it off. Armand in the lane, kicks. Rudd lines up the three, is short. To Rudd. Picks up his second foul. A little late, a little scrappy. He's replaced by Orhan Asiyev. Klaassen picks up the two. Well, the one for the first of the three throws. He goes 2 for 2 from the line. It's an unsportsmanlike foul on Katsevelis. You know what? I think the officials are going to be exactly right here. There's no real attempt of a basketball action. Kusikopoulos checks in, number 4. And we're shooting the unsportsmanlike foul. Freemanis gets the first. Freemanis doesn't draw a lot of fouls. It's he's 5 basketball champion league games. He's 1 free throw so far. So he's doubled that number already. Armand comes off the screen, will make the pass. Wide open for the 3. Freemanis is off. Offensive rebound by The three's gone back the other way, and you get rewarded for the hard work. Well, Armour gets the three. That takes it to a 1-point game. Great defense in the block, just fronted in the low post. Armour just would not allow position to be held. Gets in front, fronts the post, really scraps for it. Good effort to recover. Gaziantep. First turnover for PAOK. They lead at 14-13. Gaziantep with the basketball. Freemanis will move it on. Lions. Freemanis on the pick and roll. Goes to the hoop for two. Little textbook pick and roll action for Gaziantep. Goss, skip pass. Penetration, does a great job containing that. Two on the, and that'll be a 24 violation. And Chrisikopoulos has got to back himself. Nice little run here for Gaziantep. Gaziantepopoulos checks in. Little floater in the lane. Armour doesn't get the drop. Defensive rebound is Klassen. He gives it up. Rudd gets it back. Armour goes baseline. Needs a pass. Nice job. Just dropped it into Rudd. Shares it beautifully. Lines on the penetration. Freemanis steps back for the three. Is no good. Probably deserved better than that in terms of a finish. Early pick and roll action, a little hesitation. This goes up off the glass, is no good. If you're going to get that early pick and roll action in transition, Gaziantep has just got to make sure he gets a shot he wants. Got forced into taking a tough one. Klassen's on his own on the glass. He's just putting in a warrior type role already. Freemanis will sit. Both teams do not go deep in terms of minutes played. Klassen is good. Ties the game at 15. Good. Gets in the half court. Nice first step. Lyons finds Rudd open. Attacks the closeout. Going strong. Has it stripped away. Foul called, and Rudd will go to the free throw line. That's how to attack a closeout. A little hard done by, I think, is how they'll see the fall. Usman Kubali checks in. Georgia State graduate. Played his way around a number of the better European leagues. Finds himself in PAOK now. Rudd doesn't get the roll. Defensive rebound is Gaziantepopoulos. And Jones, who's had a quiet first quarter. Lucky Jones, just working himself into the game. Konialis. Kubali will hand off. It's a great screen for Jones. Kubali's on the glass, just can't hold it. Ball goes out of bounds, and PAOK will retain possession. That's what Kubali's job is. Get after it, get on the glass, try and make things happen through effort. Blocked. Jones says it's unceremoniously blocked by Carter. Left him on the floor. That's the way to announce yourself in the game. Robert Carter. Little staggered screen action. Lyons gets in the lane. A little floater goes to Carter. Carter tries to create space. Had options to kick it. Went up with a little push shot. Didn't get the two. Oh, straight down the middle. And again, back-to-back blocks. The ball will belong to PAOK. Hazieva believes that ball came off PAOK. 1:30 to go in the first period. Here's the replay. Just gets blocked. Yeah, you can see why he thinks that. And one. Alazik does a nice job out of bounds. Strong. Gets the two. Will go to the free throw line. Phil Goss will sit. He's replaced by Theodoros Zaris. And the free throw, Achilles heel, if that's what it is, already becoming a factor for PAOK. 57%. That's not a number they're going to want to see for too long. Foul line jump shot is no good. Barley couldn't control it. Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover, and PAOK chance to run and don't really push. They have numbers and still pull it out. Wide open for three is Long. And they'll whistle on the play. Sean Armand steps back in. Mark Lyons will sit. With the unsportsmanlike foul. Kubali's not going to shoot that. And we've got a whistle on the play. And Armand commits the personal, and PAOK will shoot the throws. If you're going to try and force him to use the screen, you've got to move your feet. Theodoros Zaris on the free throw line. Shoots 80% from the line across the Basketball Champions League. Makes the second, extends the PAOK lead. Still not good numbers from the free throw line for the Greek club. Last 40 seconds of, it's been an interesting first period as both teams feel each other out a little bit. Oh, almost an illegal dribble. 6 seconds on the possession. This has got to go up. Down the middle with a little leaner. Doesn't get the drop. And PAOK look to run. They turn it straight back over, and Rudd does a great job in transition. He'll hold it up. And Gaziantep will try to take the last shot. PAOK do not have a foul to give. Sieva will get it to Rudd, who hands it off to Sean Armand. Nice find. Knocked away, and with 2.1. Referee just the 24-second shot shouldn't have been turned off, I think, is basically the line, because I think there's literally about a second, just under a second differentiation between the game clock and the 24-second. But they're going to let that run. 2.1. Carter puts it on the floor, gets himself set, doesn't get the three to drop. And that will do it for quarter one. Well, at the end of the one, Gaziantep trail at home to PAOK from Greece, 16-19. It's not been the free-flowing up and down style, but we didn't expect it to be. 42% and 50% for PAOK, 33 and 29 for Gaziantep. But the three-throw numbers, 6 from 10 from PAOK, are keeping Gaziantep close. Almost a little deja vu from the first game. Don't forget that was won by Gaziantep in Greece by 3, but 12 missed free throws for PAOK was the decisive number on the game. Everything else is pretty tight.
Play first offense. Okay, roll it and we're very aggressive. We can be aggressive. Listen. First, second.
Well, as you can see from the highlights, the key for PAOK is just not to let, sorry, the key for Gaziantep is not to let PAOK just control tempo. Kubali hands it off, will repossession, take the ball screen. Gets it at the high post, puts it on the floor, goes up off the glass, doesn't get the drop. Rudd with a huge board. Almost turns it over. Recovered though by Ugat. And Ugat would advance the basketball. The three is gone, Ahmed can't get it to drop. Defensive rebound is hauled in. And Konialis will give an inside touch. Just about hangs on. 10 on the possession. Kubali's got to go up. Goes up with the left hand, hits nothing. Gut will inbound. Ogat turns the corner, gets inside, wraps it down. Easy two, they blow it. That's just poor by Carter. Just had an easy two just to finish the play. Couldn't finish it. From Robert Carter. So much potential, so much talent, but you just got to finish plays. Stays with it, so they still have the basketball, but ball will belong to PAOK. Gonzalez will. Konialis takes it inside, outside kick, open for three, it's good. Vasilopoulos just followed the play, spotted up, beautifully found by the penetration. A whistle, and the game has no flow. Zaras is going to be charged with a personal. Ugat draws more contact because of PAOK trying to literally control tempo. Game has no flow, no rhythm. It's always tough to generate that momentum. Always tough to get into the rhythm offensively. Therefore, it's almost like every offense is a new offense. Lions back in the game. We'll find Armin. Carter's going to travel, picks up the pivot foot. I think Carter will step out. Frimanis will step in. There you go. There's the change of pivot foot. And PAOK trying to get what they want. I think that's it, knocked away, chance to run. Lions picks it up, has players ahead, gives it up. Poor pass, Armin saves it, and they get another look at it. But they come up empty when a 2-on-1 was just asking to be executed. Lions in traffic, needs a pass, will find one, gets it back. Frimanis will look to post low. Feels the double team, needs the open man, turns it over. And Asieva takes one for the team. Sharon and Populus looks to push it, but the foul stops that. Well, we thought it would be relatively low scoring. We thought it would be tight, 22-16 with 7.5 to go in the half. Rudd will sit. Pelican, Jinko checks in for him. Try and spread the floor here. Chrysopoulos in the block. They try and take the help away. Gets inside, goes to the baseline off the glass. Does everything but finish. Kubali's on the floor, can't control it. 3-on-2 break, nice pass, great finish. Frimanis, the recipient of the assist. They turn defense into offense. Great transition basketball by Gaziantep. But PAOK will walk it back at you. Nice find. Kubali is fouled on his way up. Frimanis stops the highlight. Movement by Kubali. He was going to throw that one down hard. That's a great bounce pass. Sean Armin just sharing it with everybody. Kubali on the free throw line. Shoots 60% across the Basketball Champions League. He had that bad night with the home loss against Gaziantep. And comes up empty from the free throw line again. Cinco gets it off. CAF is off with a three. Kubali comes down with a rebound. And PAOK will walk it back at you. It's all about tempo. It's all about efficiency. Ball's dropped inside. Chrysopoulos inside, outside. Extra pass. They take the three. It's good. It's Zaras' turn that time. It's all about tempo. PAOK will be comfortable with a 4-point lead. Comfortable now with a 7-point lead on the back of this three. Because they're taking shots when they want to take shots within their tempo. Getting the right guy to get the right shot. It's all about how much defense can Gaziantep play. At the moment, you've got to say the answer is not enough.
When he comes close to the paint, push him baseline. But when he comes all the close to the paint, okay, and Zaras goes out his shot, he don't penetrate. Victor, go forward position. Let's play one elevator for shot, okay? This one that works. 5, 4, 5.
Well, everything in this game is going to be tight. It's that type of game where neither team will, I don't believe either team will be able to dominate because of the tempo they both play at. So after the Gaziantep timeout, a little bit of full court pressure by PAOK just to not let it be too easy. Lions will enter, gets it to Freemanis at the high post. Will look to go back to Lions. Sean Armour off the down screen. Looks to attack it, goes with the right hand and gets the whistle. Nice penetration in traffic, poor foul. It wasn't the greatest of angle. If he'd have made the shot, you've got to give him credit for it. But wasn't the greatest of angles to finish the play. Makes the first of the free throws. That's it, practice that follow through. He goes 2 for 2 from the line. Ganialis gets it in the half court. We'll move it on. Gets it back. Let's put it on the floor. Penetrates. Nice find. Turnover. Chance to run. Nice look by Lions. Gets it to Armand. Should be 2. And they're going to take the foul. And Shaolan Pusir just says, no, you're not going to get the dunk. He has to take one for the team. Genuine attempt to block it, mind. Chance to make this a 3-point game. Armand again, solid from the free throw line. Shooting 73% across the Basketball Champions League so far. And 2 for 2 again. Got a whistle away from the basketball. That's just those two guys have missed the auditions for Strictly Come Dancing or Dancing with the Stars, wherever you're watching that program in the world. Not really sure what footwork you saw there, but has no place on the basketball court. Good call by the official. Kubali comes high, nice attack, goes with the right hand hook for 2. Chrysopoulos, tough finish, really decisive move. Attack the space, gets the 2, and opens it back out to a 5-point lead. Gaziantep in that little weave, mishandled by Sean Armand, but recovers. Nice find, Lions has it. 5 on the possession, steps back for the tough 3, is off. And PAOK will have a look at it, turn down the break, and get it into the half court. Nothing but efficient. Sharon-Popoulos goes to the left-hand hook. Doesn't get the 2. And Krubali is called for the offensive foul as he went to the glass. Freemanis boxed him out really well. Played him with space and width, not quickness. Krubali sits. Meanwhile, Rudd in the half court. Well, that's poor decision, I think, is one way of wording what Konialis did. Stepped up to try and take away the drive lane and was so late. Had to be a blocking foul. Katsavilis will step in. 4:20 to go in the half. And it's got the feel of one of those games where PAOK are just going to try and tough it out here in Turkey. Katsavilis gets it into the half court. It's to the glass for twos, no good. Rudd will push, has numbers, gives it up. Rudd has it, great reversal, wide on for three as Lyons is long. Defensive rebound is Margaritis. And Zaras will slow it up again. And PAOK just trying to, in their time, at their pace. Wide open, great ball movement for three is off. And Freemanis gets the defensive rebound, and Zaras is kicking himself. That's the shot they work for. They'll work for the open looks. Armand in the lane, doesn't get the tough finish, gets his own rebound, goes back up, gets the two. We got a 1-point game here in Gaziantep. And PAOK walk it back down the floor again. It's all about tempo, half-court execution for them. Giannopoulos, nice little pass to the inside. We got a foul. Freemanis clumsy to say the least. Margaritis will go to the free throw line. Freemanis, you just can't walk through the shooter. Got to be able to close out on balance. Substitutions coming in. Apollon Sloklas checks in. Freemanis with his third foul will sit. First one is good. 3 to go in the half. Low scoring, under control. Exactly how PAOK want to play their basketball. If this goes in, they will lead it 29-26. Doesn't get the drop, so we stay at 28-26. Hits the second side nice and early. Armand will get it back to Lyons. Lyons in the lane, has to manufacture one, doesn't get the roll. Great job by Margaritis to stay with that defensive play. Giannopoulos has it knocked away. Ball will stay with PAOK. 17 on the possession. Giannopoulos just has to hold his spot. Then they can start to play off him. Sloklas will inbound. And Katsavilis looks to turn the corner. Fine, wide open. Sloklas in the corner. He's good for three. Well, that's how you find the open man. Apollon Sloklas just got his feet set. We got a 5-point game, and we got a 5-point game of PAOK basketball at the moment. Kinko gets Armand on a curl, goes with a right-hand runner, doesn't get the drop. And ball's just taken away by Carter. Can't finish the play, but will go to the free throw line. Just got to hang around and work hard on the glass. Carter gets the offensive rebound at about the third attempt and just rips it through. Doesn't get the drop, but will go to the free throw line. Here's the nice find in the open three. Carter again, struggles a little from the free throw line. Comes up empty, 0 for 2. Under 2 to go now in the first half. Fascinating game. PAOK and tempo, and Gaziantep have still not found a way to try and lift it. Move to the far side of the ring is good. And Sharon Ampopoulos has really injected some real energy into that PAOK offense. He gets the 2. Timeout for Gaziantep. It's a 7-point margin in a low-scoring game. Alarm bells ringing for the home team. A loss here for either team really does make life difficult in this group.
Victor, take the 3 men in defense, okay? But in offense, Bala play 4, you play 3. Okay? You know the play. Go in front of him. Don't give him to take position. Try to steal inside. They are in bone. Attack.
Haydi, bir, üç, Şante. Go, guys, let's go, 2 minutes, let's go.
After the timeout, Ugat will advance the basketball. They can't get it to drop. Great work by Carter on the glass, though. Lucas gets it into the half court. Christopoulos will move it on. Ball's a little fumbled, recovered. Move to the far side of the rim. Got an unsportsmanlike foul. I do like the interpretation. Tavilis went up. If there's no real attempt to play the ball, it's not a genuine attempt to play the ball. It's an unsportsmanlike foul. Is good on the second of the free throws as Katsoubilis gets the 2. Dangerous time here for Gaziantep. PAOK with the 6-point lead and the basketball. And just over a minute to go in the half. Sloglash gets it inside. Nice lift. Attack, wrap it. On the glass for 2s, no drop. And Margaridis couldn't get the offensive rebound. Last minute of the first half, 34-28. It's low, it's technical. It's about half-court execution. Gaziantep, I'm not sure that's the game they really want to play. Cardi goes to the baseline with a tough right-hand floater is good. Tough finish, nice play. PAOK could go 2 for 1, I doubt it, but they could. Seven on the possession. Christopoulos in the lane, fumbles the basketball. And Gaziantep on the wrong end of a 4-point margin at the moment, have 18 seconds. at the end of this half to try and close that to a 1 or a 2-point margin. Bali steps back in. Rudd lines up the 3 very early. Gives them a chance going the other way. Got to put it up for 3 is short. And it's for Victor Rudd. He'll be very happy they missed the 3. Gave them a lot of time to get that away, but we've reached the half. Game interestingly poised. It's definitely been a PAOK game of basketball. Low in tempo, high on technical skill and execution, and PAOK lead it 34-30 at the half. And Gaziantep, for me, it's about tempo. Are they prepared to get out and play defense? Are they going to try and push the basketball? Or are they going to try and beat PAOK playing PAOK basketball? Percentage is not looking great, apart from 57% from 3 for PAOK. Balanced out by the 50% poor performance from the 3-throw line, 8 from 16. That's going to hurt them like it hurt them in the first game. Every other stat will be pretty even. And that's been a fascinating half of Basketball Champions League basketball. Right out of the PAOK playbook. It's, unless we have something wide open, we're going to move it. We're all going to touch it. We're going to try and work you out a little bit. Klassens is having a nice game, 8-3. Freemanus with 11 points personal. It's always a good line when you see Lions on the assists, with 3 assists during that first half. So evenly poised. The bottom 2 teams in Group B trying to get back in contention. We're going to leave you with some highlights of that first half that really did become a very technical game of basketball. Nice execution from both teams. PAOK set the tempo. They lead it by 4. Contributions from across the roster. And they'll be in the locker room trying to build on a 4-point lead. And Gaziantep have got to decide how they're going to play this. Are they going to try and increase the tempo or not? We'll see you shortly for the second half.
Yalnız sadece alkış duymak istiyoruz. Seslerle olmuyor. Tekrar direkt diyenler. Lütfü diyenler. Biz ikisini de kazandıran iki arkadaşımıza da birer tişört verelim. Alkışlar onlara ve sizlere.
Welcome back to Gaziantep. 30-34 at the half. Fascinating first half. It's been totally dominated in terms of tempo, style of game by PAOK. Really have imposed themselves. If they'd have made their free throws, or even half of them as free throws, they would have had a relatively, but they've had a nice cushion of 7-8 points. Gaziantep hanging around, and it's largely because of PAOK's missed free throws. PAOK have already been to the free throw line 16 times in that first half, but they've only succeeded to make the throw on 8 of those occasions. It's very much deja vu for this PAOK lineup. They lost the home game in game day 2 on the back of a poor performance from the free throw line. They're not going to want to let that happen again if they want to get back into contention. Well, welcome back then. We're underway. Start of the third period, and Gaziantep will have the first look in the half court. Rudd wants it down low, doesn't get a look. Lyons picks up the pass off the ball screens, or off the screens away. Needs to go long to Rudd to relieve the pressure. Down to 5 on this possession. They've gone nowhere. Rudd just settles for a long 3. Is way off. Carter does a nice job on the glass, though. They get a new full team. Automatic pick and roll. Hanuga Nikunat goes upstairs to Carter for the 2. Nikunat just saved the day here with a penetration. Carter goes up above the ring and just drops it. Itzavelis needs a pass. Ball's knocked away. Spacing was tight on that far side of the floor. Rudd with a deflection. Itzavelis needs a pass, finds one. Extra pass, they turn it down. He goes up for the 2. Vasilios Sieralampopoulos. Nice move, real solid. He's not the best athlete you'll see in the Basketball Champions League, but he's really solid fundamentally. Nice soft hands, good finish. Lyons tries to create. Carter with a short jumper, not really his game at all. Defensive rebound finds its way to Phil Goss. Quiet first half for Goss. Comes off the screen early. Drops it and returns it over. Gives it up. Lyons in transition, goes up, rolls it out, and comes up empty again in transition. Gaziantep getting more out of this much quicker, much more intense defensive start. This third period, PAOK trying to slow it down again. Spins to the middle. Savilas goes out of bounds, and it will hang on to the basketball somehow. Katsavilas. 12 seconds on the possession. Here's the spin. Well, I think we could both teams will be happy with the outcome. Sieralampopoulos is long with a 3. And Ugna. And it has to be unsportsmanlike because there's some consistency in the officiating. That is not an attempt to play the basketball. You've got to get in stance, make a genuine attempt. We'll go to the free throw line, and he's been instrumental in this really positive start of the second half here for Gaziantep. Oga on the free throw line. %82% across this Basketball Champions League. And that's what an 80% free throw shooter looks like on the free throw line. 3 assists, picks up 2 from 2 from the line. And Markovic, although you'd never guess it from that exterior, must be feeling good inside. It's a very, very nice start for Gaziantep in this third period. Tempo a little quicker, a little sharper. Rudd moves it on, got a whistle away from the ball, and the officials are keeping a tight hold on this one. Phil Goss into the half court. Great job by Rudd. Can't keep it in bounds, but that's again another sign of this defensive pressure being really turned up by Gaziantep at the start of the third. Phil Goss. Down low. Tavilis slides to get in deep. Tries to step through, second move. Fouls on the floor as he squared up. Lyons wasn't straight up. There's the palms of the hands. It's just so easy. And then the reach down. It's things you don't really want to teach people how to play defense. Both bad examples by Lyons. Then stay in stance. He's more than quick enough. Goss with 8 seconds. Looks to attack the lane. Off the glass for two. Tough finish. Really tough challenge by Carter, but Goss got it away. That'll do his confidence the world of good as PAOK just maintained the 4-point advantage. Off the staggered screen, Lyons out the back of the hand. Carter for three. Oh, drops it. Robert Carter with time and space and the confidence to knock down the three. Katsivilis will move it into the half court. Goss again. Klassen will roll this time. Nice pass. That's a super pass. Klassen with a flash, but all about the pass. Just put it out there in front of the rolling player. Invite him to go get it. And Klassen went and got it and flushed it for two. 40-37. Wraps it. Hooked up for three is short. And Katsivilis will advance it for PAOK. Turns down the screens. Now will come back for him. Klassen will roll. Nice pass again. Klassen just about hangs on. Nice find. Goss for the three. It's good. And PAOK in a really nice rhythm now, responding to the good start to this third by Gaziantep. Coach Markovic not liking the response he sees. 6-point advantage for the Greek club. 56% from beyond the three-point line against a 20% haul. 3 from 15 from Gaziantep. But they're not perturbed by that. Make that 3 from 16. Katsivilis. Sharon-Popoulos fills the double team, needs to move the ball, does. Klassen goes, left hand. Got to back in to make that. Nice look, Carter on the end of the break for two. Well, everyone was waiting for the foul, but quite rightly, with the officials calling the game this tightly in the unsportsmanlike department. No one wanted to take that risk. Goss again. Sharon-Popoulos goes inside, overpassed. Upnak pulls up, is off again. Good effort on the glass by Balazic. And then Balazic just could not retain possession. That's a tough finish over Carter. Down the other end, Carter just demonstrates his ability from the three-point line. That is how to lead a cutting player to the basket. Tremendous pass. Just about hang on, that'll be okay. Ball knocked back court by Lyons. Goss pulls up for the three, never really balanced. Offensive rebound to this. Margaritas in the block, feels some traffic. Can't get it inside to Krubali. Rudd leads the break. Lyons and one. What a game of momentum swings. Lucky Jones, the unlucky Jones on that play. Gets his body in the wrong place at the wrong time. Great finish by Lyons. Rudd loves it. And that's the biggest difference as Gaziantep trying to increase the tempo in this third quarter. Can't complete the and-one play. Still a 2-point lead for PAOK. Kanialis. Kubali will hand off. Kanialis will take the Kubali screen. Nice hands. And at no stage did the defense allow them to turn the corner on that on the ball screen. Good defense by Gaziantep. Really have lifted the level of their defense in this third period. Three on the possession. This has got to go up. Inside, Kubali can't get it away. And Goss has got to take responsibility there. Chance for Gaziantep to lead or tie on this possession. 12 turnovers for PAOK. That's not very PAOK-like. Wide open for three. Balazic knocks it down. They have the lead. Gaziantep have turned it around at the start of three. They lead it by one. They trailed by 8 points late in the second period. Close it to 4 at the half. And on this three, they get their noses in front for the first time in a long time. Yuri Balazic knocks down the three from the top. And Gaziantep lead it by one. PAOK take the timeout. And they're going nuts on the floor.
Every outlook, when we have this match here, when we have this match here, they can take on player. First team, evident, this guy, go up, go up immediately, before the draft. And that's the ball at field.
Direct.
8 more shots for Gaziantep across the whole game. And you can really look at the number of turnovers that has generated that advantage. PAOK have really been a very loose with the basketball. A couple of 24-second violations, but they can then do that. And you've got to, that's just about the relentless intensity that you need at this level. If you let it slip for a second, the other team's defense will really put you under pressure. Kubali gives him an option on the sideline. Margaritis looks to hand it off. Nice find. The three is gone. He's long. Defensive rebound is just about collected by Sean Armand. Armand, little handle in the lane, kicks it. Blocking foul. Tieva. Good, strong, decisive attack on the closeout. Margaritis fouls him pretty hard, but good phase of play here for Gaziantep. 2:30 to go in the third. They lead it by one. And if there's a team with momentum, it's a team in white. Here's Lyons, takes the high screen, tries to go at it, stops and pops off the glass. Takes a tough one when he didn't need to take a tough one. Goss and PAOK are back in PAOK and PAOK tempo. Goss moves it on. Little right hand floater is good. Margaritas. Lions. Has it knocked away. That's tremendous hands by Konialis. Nice pass. Krubali. Down the runway for two. He reacted faster than anybody else. Nice drive, but Lions out of control. They look long. This time, blocked from behind, Rudd. Lucky Jones peels himself off the floor. Victor Rudd says, hey, this is my gym, don't forget. Clean block from behind. There's the earlier one of Kubali on the break. He just outworks everybody. Jones gets it off. Quick release is long. Kubali's on the grass. Is he getting it? No, he's not. Ball belongs to Gaziantep. .130 of an eventful third quarter. Still only 31% from the floor from Gaziantep. No, we'll find. Carter puts it on floor behind the back. Little handle and one. Kubali is the man who makes the foul. Bodies everywhere. Little behind the back. Finishes strong under a lot of pressure. Kubali got caught and then fouls. Sean Arman is doing everything after this quarter. He will be signing autographs and kissing babies, selling hot dogs, wiping the floor. Chance to tie it at 47 with 1:17 remaining in three. And Robert Carter in this quarter has had a huge impact on this game. Completes the and one play. We've got a new ball game with 1:17 to go in the third. Konialis gets it into the half court. Goss will take the screen. Margaritas will pick and pop again. Now he'll roll. 8 seconds. Goss with a matchup he wants to go at. And great defense. Down the runway for two. Gives Gaziantep the 2-point lead. PAOK trying to answer with a three. And Ukat will slow it down. Victor Rudd just exploded in that broken play situation. Carter has it. Whistle on the play. Foul committed by Zaras. Well, here's the Kubali can't get it. Sieva gets it, and then Rudd just arrives. That's one of those pitches you do not want to be in. Tough finish by Rudd. 16.6 to go. And Carter makes the first. And PAOK will try and hold for the last shot. 10 seconds on the quarter remain. Kubali will go pick and roll. Koniaris turns it over. Carter doesn't get the breakaway three. But what he has inspired is a huge quarter for Gaziantep. A 20-13 period for the home team. They lead this one 50-47. Here's the confirmation at the end of 3. They turn it around by 7 in that quarter to turn that 4-point deficit to a 3-point lead. They're the only two numbers that really matter, 50 and 47. But their 3-point percentages are still poor. But they've still managed to shoot the ball 5 more times than PAOK, and that number in itself explains, with the sort of percentages being that tight, how they've managed to turn that around.
Otherwise, keep the post and use a handoff. Cut and fake handoff. Okay, first action. Hey, stay focused.
And when they roll, if you can make one more switch on the way, make it, but fight in front of them. Okay, we need to destroy the ball movement. Okay, Zaras, close out, make him put the ball on the floor. Don't give him 3-point shots.
Well, that's a great point by Coach Markovic. You know, with a switch, disrupt their passing game. Because when you stand there and watch them pass, they just pass you to pieces. Victor Rudd, gonna get another highlight look at this. Coming down the runway and pushes the takeoff button. Here we go then, start of the 4th, basement battle in Group B. Which of those two teams will start to ignite their season with the win here? Margaritas, hands off, tries to reposition in the post. Tough turnaround, jump shot is off. Carter just owns it. And Victor Rudd says, just check it a little bit. Let's get my man, Can Ugat, with the basketball. Armand tries to turn the corner, gets in the lane, tries to drop it to Carter. Ball will stay with Gaziantep. Carter with a tough turnaround, not really his game. Conialis, great lift. Zaras. Foul is going to be charged to Robert Carter, who found himself on the perimeter. Perfectly dissected his teammates. 8:58 to go, 3-point game. Ugat will get it into the half court. Will weave action again. Armand gets in deep, open in the corner. Ziaev is off with a 3. And Phil Goss will bring it down. Three is gone and knocked down for fun. Petsavelis. Armand outside. Looks to attack it, stops him, takes the long two. Good box out all round by PAOK. They have a chance to retake the lead. We're under 8 to go in the game. Goss wants, Goss gets. Margaritis. A whistle on it. Sivelis knew he had a match up. He was going to try and go over the top with Ugat. Fouled all the way through the play. Humanis in the game. Goss looks to turn the corner. Quick take, wraps to Krubali, is fouled. And he'll have to earn them from the free throw line. Therefore, you've got to say good foul by Armin. Krubali from the free throw line has not been a good option in either the first game or tonight. Usman Krubali on the free throw line, 60% before the game. He's 0 for 2 so far on the game. Ties the game at 50. 7:37 to go. This time he goes 2 for 2. Extended minutes for Ugat at the point, gets it into the half court, gets it back. Will take the ball screen from Freeman, stops and pops the three in the book. Shoots it with the confidence of a 60% three-point shooter. That's not, he's not, but he shoots it that way. Makes a big one, big moment. Oh, they have to tee him. Slogas says there's the foul called. And he gets a little frustrated, as we're going to see Ugat knock down the three, who doesn't get frustrated. Timeout for Gaziantep. They're in the ascendancy at the moment. Let's take a listen to Coach Markovic.
No, this is number 9. Okay.
Ugat will advance the basketball. It's on the floor, breaks it down, nice pass. Freemanis blows the bunny from 2 feet. It's almost he's not ready to receive it. Ugat is just orchestrating Gaziantep at the moment. Krubali can't handle the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds. Gaziantep will get another look at it. I don't think they'll get another open look like they just got, but Lions with the 2-point lead. Rudd wants and gets. The double team's going to come. There's a foul on the play. Gonzalez with the personal. Baseline, Rudd needs a pass. Freemanus this time goes up with a right hand for two. Foul on the play as Ayiva picks up the personal. Another holding foul. That'll be 2 shots for PAOK, and Gaziantep in the penalty with over 6 minutes to go in the fourth. The trouble is PAOK's free throw shooting has been, to say the least, an Achilles heel. They only shoot 66% as a team. If they shoot 66% for the rest of this fourth period, I don't think that'll be good enough. First one is good, however. Zas, who's an 80% free throw shooter, goes 2 for 2. And we're back to a 2-point game. Lions has it. Ognut almost turns it over, recovered by Lions, still 10 on the possession. Ognut goes inside, Freemanus with a little push, and he blows another one from 2 feet. Well, he's had 3 great looks in the last minute, and he's one from 3. And he commits the loose ball foul. PAOK walked the length of the floor and can tie this game up from the free throw line. Two from the line. Sharon Lampopoulos. And we're tied at 55. Rudd tries to recover, a little balance. Sayiva moves it on. Ugnut will find Carter. Nice ball movement, but they haven't broke the defense down at all. Carter, great first step in the lane. Misses the tough one. Chance here for PAOK to run. Kubali's down the floor. Numbers back though for Gaziantep. So Slokas will hand it off. Slokas comes back, gets his feet set. He's fouled and one. Lions may smile, but he was late, and he was very late. Good call by the official. Watch this. He's up, ball's gone, straight through the side. Gas knocks down the 3. PAOK a chance to lead by 4. And no mistakes. And since I said they couldn't go 60%, they've gone 100% from the free throw line. Lead by 4. Lions will get to Ognut. Ognut will get to the weak side. Has to come back. Ugat steps for 3. It's good. Konya Ugat. Second 3 of the fourth quarter. Defensive rebound is Carter's. Nugat shoots just over 30% from the three-point line. He's made 2 huge threes in this period. Got a whistle. One-point game, 4:16 to go. Belazic steps back in, the Slovenian veteran. And it's the man of the moment. Ugat looks at his options, backs it out, wants the ball screen from Carter. Doesn't really set it or use it. Ugat steps back, tough three is long. Defensive rebound, tough rebound by Sharanopoulos. Katsivelis will take some time. This is PAOK basketball again. 3:40 to go. Wide open, Sharanopoulos is off. Defensive rebound. And at the moment, Ugat is like a ball magnet. Defensive rebounds, opportunities to make shots. It's all going through the small guard. Blocked by Kubali, blocked on the second play, but Carter's going back up. Here's the first play. Lions goes up, Kubali blocks that. Get another angle of that one. But Carter's the man who's alive. Goss. Does he have the destiny of this game in his hands? 1-point lead for PAOK with these free throws from Carter to come. Carter makes the first. It's only his second Champions League game, Carter. (60-59). Deep in the fourth. Both teams in the penalty timeout. Well, Gaziantep, sorry for PAOK, as Gaziantep respond to the 5-point, 7-point run for PAOK. To go 5-0 themselves and go back up one.
Watch speed down. Watch speed down. Now, our next offense. 4, 5, Sean, okay.
There's some numbers for Robert Carter. 17 points, 8 boards, 2 rebounds away from a double-double.
Get the handoff. Same moment, go back and feed down here. Okay, now watch. Out.
Klassen, 10 points, 3 rebounds. Had a great first quarter. He's been a little bit quiet since. Maybe because Carter has just been phenomenal. 1-point game. PAOK with the possession. Kubali has slipped wide open. They missed him. Zaras in the lane for 2. Tough little move. Well, they wanted him to put the ball on the floor. He did disappoint. Tough finish going to the ring. Under 3 to go. Gets it back. Armand in the lane. Tries to go to Carter. Should have gone up himself. That's offensive. You could see Kubali just leave his leg there. In fact, sorry, move his leg there. There you go, very late. So Gaziantep get another chance to lead on this possession. travel on Rudd. Whether you think the officials are correct or not, they've been very, it looks from where I'm seeing, very, very consistent across the game. Yeah. Can't shuffle your feet sideways before you put it down. Oh, great job by Carter. Chance to run here for Gaziantep. Arman has it, attacks it to the middle, stops and puts up the long two, and just drains it. Smooth as you like with 1:59 to go in the fourth. Give Gaziantep back the lead. Arman picks up the foul. I think that may be 5. Yes, it is. Arman's going to sit just after he just made that beautiful pull-up. This is his last offensive contribution. Just attacks it, stops and pops, and sweet as you like, knocks down the 2. And Kubali needs to just relax on the free-throw line. Way short on the first. Kubali to tie the game at 62, which he does. Ugat looks down low. He's the only person who's had the ball so far. Lobs it there to Carter. Going baseline, spins to the middle, knocked away. Great job by Charalampopoulos. 122, huge possession for PAOK. Charalampopoulos has it in the post. Fills the double team, nice find, extra pass. The closed out 3 is way short for Katsivilis. Just asking for the extra pass. Timeout. Gaziantep scores are tied at 62. 1:08 to go on the game. Don't you just love this game?
Switch everything. Okay, we switch everything aggressive. And don't give shot to Zara.
Look it right here.
Don't shoot shot to Zara. Now, inbound. Mark, inbound the ball, okay? Here. Now, 1, 5, 4, 3, okay? Like this, ball is here. Victor, first one. Cut, Bala, second one.
Okay. Hey, in and out, everybody, guys. Use in and out. When they try to attack outside, everybody in and out. Everybody in and out. Okay. Our offense, stay. Our offense. Look at our offense. We run. Drag, 4. Drag, 4. Drag, 4. Don't drag. Vasily, the first player.
Well, they had a 3-point game on game day 2. On game day 9, they're tied up at 62 with 1:09 to go in the fourth. Gaziantep with the possession. Lions will inbound. Wow, the man of the game for me, Ugat, has it. Floor spread. Carter's going to come and screen. Now he's going to roll and get deep. Needs some help down there. Straight up, says the official. Carter didn't make a move. That didn't help his cause. And PAOK will get this and at least one more possession. Charalampopoulos will go back to Katsivilis. Moves it on. Quick first step. Kubali in the lane. He's going to travel. Well, Gaziantep now have a chance to lead it. PAOK will get it back. Well, with the new rule on the gavel step, I'm struggling to see the travel there. Got the ball down pretty quick. 62 apiece. Ugat 9 on the possession. Looks like Ugat's going to go on his own. Gets the layup, kicks it wide open. Run for 3. It's long. Defensive rebound by Gaziantep. Has one shot to get the win. 7 seconds on it. Goss has it. He's going to have to go quick. Goss is not going to get it away. Gets away deep. And is nowhere near making the 3. We go to overtime. Neither team can execute in the last minute to score. And Gaziantep and PAOK go to overtime here in Turkey. 62 apiece. Well, we know there's a lot resting on it. We know that it's trying to get your season back on track is on the line. But here are the stats. And you're going to look at PAOK's turnovers and free throws and say, hey, there was a game here you could have won, but that's what they said in game day 2. Game they should have won. Should have won. You don't get points for should have won. Wasn't so much Arman's 2 that he made there, it was the foul he committed straight after, because down the end of the game, Arman should have been, and you thought would have been, the best option for Gaziantep, but he'll take no part in the overtime.
Pass immediately to 4. Okay. Inside.
You got to think that
Mark here.
Klassen may be an option here for PAOK.
Or attack, or swing to the corner. Open shot. Okay. And don't jump from the bench, because then they're going to give us technical foul. All go. Pick it off.
Well, PAOK go a little small at the start of overtime. The other story for PAOK is that Lucky Jones has been pretty much, not pretty much, he has been anonymous on the game. Averaging over nearly 11 points a game. He's only played 18. He's 0 for 3. No points. And just has not been a factor at all in a game that PAOK really needed him to be. Here we go then. Start of overtime. Rubb will inbound. And Ugat will get it into the half court. Carter wants to set the screen. He'll roll. Ugat steps back for 3. Is short. And PAOK will drag it down. And Goss will bring it. Goss with a long 2 is good. It's 4 locals. And Goss on the floor for PAOK. Off the ball screen. Looks to isolate down low. Inside outside. Ugat again. Thought about it. Rudd's going to have to put this up. Takes the tough 3. Comes nowhere near making it. And PAOK will walk it down the floor again. 3:59 to go in OT. It's all a bit passive at the moment. 7 on the possession. Olympus goes back with a 1-footer. A little bit of 2 boxes at the end of the fire. And 1. And Katsivides can look as amazed as he wants, but he just left his arm hanging there. Lions just went through it. Watch this. There's the weak foul. No attempt to play defense at all, and Lions just exploited him. Has a chance to make this a 1-point lead for Gaziantep. No defense whatsoever. 64 apiece. Lions on the free throw line to give Gaziantep back the lead, which he does. Goss walks it into the half court. Little horns, flare type action. Margaritis goes and rolls. No one else has touched it yet. Goss kicks it. Giannopoulos knocks down the three. Giannopoulos just waited and waited. He showed the palms of his hand. Nice find by Goss. Nice stroke from the three-point line. PAOK have it by 2. Carter has it knocked away. Just broke down fundamentally. Goss has it again. PAOK at PAOK pace. Margaritis will set the ball screen. Nice roll to the inside. Kicks it. Giannopoulos. Foul line jump shot for 2 is long. And Margaritis gets it. And then Carter somehow, and it's knocked away. And who knows how that ended up in the net and back in the hands of Goss. Under 2:30. Goss with the basketball. They try and open up that side of the floor. Nice pass. Margaritis is fouled. Everybody cleared out. Little pick and roll, and Vangelis Margaritis has been doing this for years. 35 now, steps to the free throw line as we get a replay of the 3 from the corner. Chance to make this a 2-possession game. Makes the first. Well, Margaritis has only shot 65% on this season's Basketball Champions League, but goes 2 for 2 right then. Stats mean absolutely nothing in this situation. 65-69, PAOK trying to get this all-important road win. Lyons settles for the 3, way long. And settles for the 3 is the only way to describe it. Ugat just almost ripped it away. Goss. Baseline penetration, will need a pass. Margaritis hands it back to him. Tsavilas puts it on the floor, floats one over to Margaritis. He can't handle it. And Ugat wraps it. Rudd wide open for 3 is long. He won't get a better look. Absolutely naked on the three-point line, completely without anyone covering him. 65-69, PAOK with the basketball. There's the foul. They're going to walk the floor to shoot the throws. Well, whether they make 1 or 2 or none, it still remains a 2-possession game. Margaritis gets to 10 points personal. Cool as you like. 4 from 4 on those trips to the free throw line. Margaritis will sit. In fact, timeout, Gaziantep. Now they have a problem. 6 down with 1:28 to go. Coach Markovic, he'll get the ball in the front court. Needs to get something quick but good. Plenty of time left in the game. Let's take a listen.
First man. Okay. Victor second man. 5 to 4. Let's see if we can have quick
On
shot.
this point, not this point. Hey. Baseline out for us. Paralabopoulos, cut the ball here. Paralabopoulos. Zaras and Goss. Goss, Zaras, has the ball here. Just under the basket. Paralabopoulos, Zaras and Goss. Get the ball down. Get the ball.
Here we go then, 128. Well, they get the quick look. Poor shot, though. Wow, what a poor shot. Malazic, off balance, still took the three. Now points difference could become a real factor here. 3-point margin, PAOK lost by. Now they're going to have to try and manage the clock, manage the game. Margaritis will set the ball screen and look to roll. Charalopoulos kicks it, wide open for three. It's good. That could be a dagger, an absolute dagger to the heart. Zaris just knocks down the three. Rudd. Well, they move it on. Open for three is Carter. Way off. Defensive rebound is collected. And Gaziantep have all but like thrown it in here. Goss has it. Settles for the three. Oh, underlines it. Huge overtime performance by PAOK. Ugat with 16 seconds. Rudd decides to launch the three, way short. And PAOK recovered from an onslaught by Gaziantep in the second half. Takes it to overtime and then wins overtime 77-65 to put themselves right back in contention for a top 4 place. It's by no means over for Gaziantep. There's still only 2 games back on Chalon, who are in 4th place. But all that matters is those numbers. PAOK with a 77-65 win over Gaziantep after overtime. Three officials called it fairly consistently, not to the liking of the majority, but in my opinion, very, very consistently throughout. Coach Markovic has the look of a coach very frustrated. Well, they've got to get together a group and turn this around. What PAOK have got to do is build on that performance. Good result for them. Great performances across the roster. 4 guys in double digits. 5 guys rather in double digits. In very, very solid performance by the Greek club. Here are the stats, 43 and 45. And even their free throw numbers got up there, 69% by the end of the game. They went literally 7 from 7 at the end. Sorry, 6 from 6 at the end. They won it on the glass, 46-37. Assists pretty much leveled each other out. The 19 turnovers, not PAOK basketball. And Gaziantep had chances to get the win. But in the end, PAOK shared it. To contributions from across the roster. Carter had a 17 and 10 double-double. It's a great night for him in his 2nd game in the Basketball Champions League. So PAOK back in contention. There's 3 of their double-digit scorers on that stat sheet. By comparison, Gaziantep, 3 guys in double digits. Carter took a lot of the scoring load on. Here's the Group B standings, and you can see what it does for PAOK. 1 game out of 5th, 2 games out of the qualification spot. 1 game, 2 games behind Elan Chalon. Ventspils had that big loss last night, but PAOK have put themselves right back in it. Tenerife in a very strong position, as are Ludwigsburg. But everybody else is right in the mix. A lot of games to be played. A lot of changes can happen in that Group B table. But PAOK have reached the mid-season, the Christmas break, with a very, very confidence-building win. Carter was great. great addition for Gaziantep. Ugat did a tremendous job. Pogo in the backcourt, playing a lot of minutes, 28 minutes for the guard. But in the end, foul trouble on Freemanus didn't help. That was a real big factor. Victor Rudd, for all his 43 minutes, 1 from 9, is just not a great day at the office. If Victor Rudd performs, we said right at the beginning of the game, Gaziantep would normally perform. But we'll leave you with these highlights of how PAOK came to Turkey and got the win and put themselves right back in contention in Group B. Right back in contention to make a top 4 place and make the top 16. But for now, I hope you enjoy the Christmas break, and we'll see you in January for more action from the Basketball Champions League. It's goodbye from Gaziantep.